Koalas have a unique set of behaviors that are adapted to their arboreal and herbivorous lifestyle. Koalas belong to the marsupial family Phascolarctidae and are the only living members of this family. They are not bears, as their common name koala bear might suggest. They are more closely related to wombats. Koalas are often considered a symbol of Australia and are highly popular worldwide. They feature in various forms of media, including cartoons, advertisements, and tourism campaigns. Many organizations and government agencies in Australia are dedicated to the conservation of koalas. Efforts include establishing wildlife corridors, preserving eucalyptus forests, and treating koalas for diseases. Koalas are typically covered in soft, thick fur that is predominantly a grayish color. The specific shade of gray can vary among individuals, and it can range from a light gray or silver to a darker gray or brownish gray. This fur color helps them blend in with the bark of the eucalyptus trees where they spend most of their time. The fur provides insulation and protection from the elements, making them well suited to their arboreal lifestyle in the eucalyptus forests of Australia. Koalas have a relatively stout, bear-like body with stocky limbs. Their body shape is adapted for climbing and living in trees, where they move slowly and deliberately. Koalas have strong and muscular limbs with sharp claws, which they use for gripping and climbing tree trunks and branches. Their front paws have two opposable digits, making it easier for them to grasp branches. This adaptation is crucial for their arboreal lifestyle. Koalas have 5 fingers on their front paws, but only the first 2 are opposable, providing a more secure grip. Their hind feet have 5 toes, and the first 2 are also opposable, helping them balance on tree branches. Koalas have large, fluffy ears, which are thought to aid in thermoregulation by dissipating heat. Their excellent sense of hearing helps them detect predators or other koalas. Koalas have a round face with a large, bulbous nose. Their strong jaws and sharp teeth are adapted for eating tough eucalyptus leaves, which are their primary diet. Their thick and soft fur provides insulation, protecting them from temperature extremes and helping them maintain a comfortable body temperature. Koalas have a relatively short tail, which is not prehensile and serves no particular purpose in their tree-dwelling lifestyle. Female koalas have a pouch in which they carry their underdeveloped offspring, known as joeys. The pouch is forward-facing, allowing easy access for the joey to enter and exit. Adult koalas have a body length ranging from about 60 to 85 centimeters. The weight of adult koalas varies between 4 to 15 kilograms, with males typically being larger and heavier than females. Newborn koalas, called joeys, are tiny and undeveloped. They are about 5 millimeters long and weigh around 0.5 grams at birth. Koalas are primarily nocturnal, which means they are most active during the night. This behavior helps them avoid the heat of the day and conserve energy. Koalas are generally solitary animals, and they prefer to live alone. They do not form social groups or live in packs. Each koala has its own territory and tends to avoid other. Koalas are highly adapted for life in trees. They are excellent climbers and spend the majority of their time in eucalyptus trees. They move slowly and deliberately along branches, using their sharp claws and opposable thumbs on their hands and feet for gripping and balancing. While in the trees, koalas are often sedentary. They spend long hours resting and sleeping, curled up on branches, often in a characteristic seated position. This behavior conserves energy, as their diet of eucalyptus leaves is low in calories and nutrients. Koalas use scent marking to establish their territory and communicate with other koalas. They have specialized scent glands located on their chest and near their anus, which they use to mark trees and other objects with their scent. Koalas are known to groom themselves, using their forepaws and teeth to clean their fur and remove parasites. Bellows are deep, loud, and distinctive calls made by male koalas during the breeding season. These calls serve to establish their presence and attract potential mates. Bellows can carry over long distances and are a way for males to compete with each other for dominance. Bellows are deep, loud, and distinctive calls made by male koalas during the breeding season. These calls serve to establish their presence and attract potential mates. Bellows can carry over long distances and are a way for males to compete with each other for dominance. Koalas can produce a loud, high-pitched scream when they are extremely distressed or threatened. This sound is used as an alarm call to signal danger and may be heard when koalas are in distress, such as when they are caught or handled by humans. Growling sounds are another form of vocalization used during social interactions or confrontations between koalas. Growls can be a way for individuals to establish boundaries and avoid direct physical conflicts. Snorting sounds are also part of the koala's vocal repertoire. Snorts can be used to express annoyance or irritation, and they may occur during interactions with other koalas or in response to external stimuli. Juvenile koalas, or joeys, often emit squeaking or crying sounds, particularly when they are communicating with their mothers or seeking attention or care. These sounds are associated with the dependency of joeys on their mothers and are used to elicit maternal care. Eucalyptus leaves are the staple food of koalas. They primarily feed on the leaves of various species of eucalyptus trees. However, koalas are selective in their choice of leaves and tend to prefer specific eucalyptus species over others. Different koala populations may have preferences for particular eucalyptus species based on factors like their location and the local vegetation. Eucalyptus leaves are not particularly nutritious, and they have a high fiber content. They are also high in tannins and other compounds that can be toxic to many animals. However, koalas have evolved specialized adaptations to cope with these challenges. Koalas have a unique digestive system that allows them to detoxify the chemical compounds in eucalyptus leaves. They have a long digestive tract with a large cecum where fermentation takes place. This helps them break down the tough cellulose and extract nutrients from the leaves. Eucalyptus leaves have a low water content, and koalas derive most of their hydration from the leaves they consume. Their kidneys are adapted to conserve water efficiently, allowing them to survive on the minimal moisture provided by their diet. Koalas need to eat a relatively large amount of eucalyptus leaves to meet their energy and nutrient requirements. They can consume up to 400 to 600 grams of leaves each day, depending on the water content and nutritional quality of the leaves. The breeding season for koalas typically occurs between October and March, although it can vary slightly based on geographic location and environmental conditions. During the breeding season, male koalas become more active and vocal. They mark their territories and compete for access to females, engaging in vocal displays and sometimes physical confrontations. Male koalas are territorial and will defend their chosen area against other males. They often use scent marking and vocalizations to maintain their territory. Female koalas are selective in their choice of mates and may respond to the vocal displays of dominant males. They have control over which male they allow to mate with them. After successful mating, a female koala's gestation period lasts about 35 days. She gives birth to a single, underdeveloped joey, which is about the size of a jelly bean. The joey immediately crawls into the mother's pouch, where it continues to develop. It latches onto one of the mother's two teats and remains there for about 6 to 7 months. Inside the pouch, the joey is protected and receives nourishment from the mother's milk. It gradually grows and develops the physical attributes needed for an arboreal lifestyle. After spending several months in the pouch, the joey begins to venture out and ride on the mother's back. It continues to nurse and feed on eucalyptus leaves. The joey is weaned and becomes fully independent between 12 to 18 months of age. At this point, it leaves its mother's territory to establish its own. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for even more viewing pleasure. Don't forget, like and comment. Feel free to share.